Commander. Been hearing word of your victory. Oh, this is a lady. In the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in sorry, have considered taking a more active supporting role in the crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world, after all, is a prestigious endeavor, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Nerosian has already chosen which of them is to be favored, Isger, with building an alliance with that nation for a long time. And now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Isger with an official offer to support you. The last wall is Mendev's most trusted ally. If we are to ask someone for support, it should be them. The Shining Crusade. What say we invite the Sword Lords of Brevoy to this party? Not Bravos? The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who will draw their weapons and challenge you to a duel at the drop of a hat. And get this, they win such duels. Nerosian will be ecstatic to have allies like these, and I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. The Aldori Sword Lords arose when famed swordsman Baron Syrian Aldori agreed to train a select group of pupils in his dueling techniques. They ruled Rostland for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder, though they are considered to be some of the finest sword fighters in the Inner Sea region. They are also obsessed with personal standing and honor. Brevoy is a relatively young nation, having only existed since 4499. The history of Brevoy before this time is the history of two often warring nations, Isia and Rostland. The coming of Crowell the Conqueror changed all this. After securing the defeat and surrender of the two nations, Corel christened his family house Rogarviar. Its rule ended with the mysterious disappearance of every member of House Rogarviar in 4699, leaving Brevoy in a precarious political position. Just as a note, we happen to have a neighbor who's got barely any presence in the crusade. I'm talking about Numeria. It's believed to be too wild and barbaric to have any dealings with. How about we show everyone how wild and barbaric tribes can fight, and invite them to play a bigger part in our war? Why does Nerosian decide whose help I should accept? Because you are, with all due respect, one of Her Majesty's subjects. Lady Konomi's voice grows sterner, but after a moment subsides into a more confiding tone, and because it took great effort for Mendev's diplomatic corps to win Isger over and ensure you would receive their help. Are you confident that the allies you choose yourself will be as reliable? We can't call everyone for help? I wish we could, but we can't. The game is just... the writer who made this text just didn't think about that. The Chilaxians and the other colonies can't stand the Andorans. Morthune is at war with Neonmethas. Nidal and Last Waller at Degas Thorn. And all of them envy the wealth of Absalom, protest against the goodlessness of Daruma, and fear the revolutionary plague of God. Oh, well done, you've thrown, a couple names into the arena, but there's one thing that you haven't mentioned, and that is that there is a giant demonic invasion threatening the entirety of existence of humanity. I don't give a shit if Nidal Last one are daggers. I'm going to command them to come here, and if they don't, well, I'm an angel. I'm going to fly there, and I'm going to kick their asses, and then they're going to come and help. Demonic invasion and humans are fighting each other. Typical. Anyway. They can tolerate each other in small doses, but an official letter from the commander summoning one of the nations to assist the crusade will lead to, shall we say, an eruption of toxic volcanoes across half of the courts of Avistan. So I'm afraid you'll have to choose which one of your allies is most desirable to you. Our council, speak. Lady Konomi's voice turned silken and somewhat condescending. Commander, we both realize that Mendev's political interests lie beyond the competence of this council. The decision has already been made in the capital. Whoa. Nerosian has shown courtesy and concern for your authority by allowing you to implement the decision yourself. I trust my own council more than the royal council. Indeed, What could Her Majesty's most loyal servants possibly know about diplomacy? Let us listen to the council. Social, why do you suggest we accept Last Wall's aid? The Shining Crusade of Last Wall and Mendev have much in common. We protect Galarion from demons, they fight the undead, and the legacy of Tor Baffin, the Whispering Tyrant. Like us, Last Folk are used to eternal war. They are persistent, vigilant, and know how to oppose baleful magic. Their swords will aid us on their front lines, and the watchful eye of their inquisitors will do as much good in the home front with the spies of the Ivory Labyrinth Rome. Tar Baffin was a powerful wizard king who ruled central Avestan at the end of the 9th century. Killed by the god Erodin himself, he rose as the Lich, known as the Whispering Tyrant, and ruled the country of Ustalav for centuries. He was finally defeated by the Shining Crusade in 3827 and imprisoned within his capital of Gallowspire. Interesting. Durain, what benefit do the Sword Lords offer us? A whole slew of benefits. We'll see some fresh blood in this war, poke the oh-so-formal Erosian with a stick, recruit excellent fighters, proud as peacocks, just begging for a chance to prove themselves, and besides, this alliance can be easily arranged. Durain smiles wistfully. I used to take private fencing lessons from a certain sword lord of high standing. Fencing didn't work out, but her lesson was gorgeous. Durain, isn't this going a little far? We can't make decisions of such importance just because you had an affair with the Brevin. Lan, do you think Numeria will join us? If we treat them as equals, they will. Why is he full of blood? What the heck? They may be barbarians by standards of lands like Mendev, but nobody can call them cowards, and many of them are descendants of the Sokorians who fled to their Khalid kin in Numeria. We'll remind them about the time they were wronged by the demons, and whole clans of Avengers will answer the call. Lan, you are so passionate about finding new friends. Together you will, let's see, sit by the bonfire, play some dissonant musical instruments, pick your teeth with knives. What else do savages do for fun? We dance around naked, obviously. Oh, sorry, I can't bring you along. They make fun of me for having such a scrawny friend. That was a good counter. There's a reason why Numeria hasn't been invited to join the crusade. Needless to say, I personally do not share this prejudice against them, but not all sovereigns of Avestan feel the same way. Some will find it beneath them to be involved in the same crusade as barbarians. Lady Konomi, what sort of help can we expect from Isger? Isger is a nation locked in a constant territorial struggle with goblin tribes. Countless battles have tempered their army, taught them not to fear losses, and granted experience in both the military craft and the cultivation of untamed lands. Their formidable combat sorcerers would be of great use to Dresden. Would you not agree? There is, however, another reason to pursue an alliance with them. Isger is a protectorate of Cheliax, and with such a mighty patron at their back, they have no shortage of resources or troops. By establishing friendly relations with Isger, we can strengthen our ties with a powerful neighbor in the south. The value of such an alliance is indisputable. Lady Konomi, I do not doubt that only your innate modesty forbids you from mentioning the innumerable bribes received by Nerosian diplomats for facilitating this alliance. I imagine Cheliax was most generous. However, among the funds that make their way into our army's coffers, I could not spot a single coin of Cheliax mintage, so why should we help you? Made my decision. I like the Inquisitor mercenary unit, infantry specializing in slaying spellcasters. Ooh. Okay. Terrain sword lords, duelists. Incapable parrying enemy attacks. I don't really care about that, I want ranged units. Numeria, barbarians. Powerful offensive infantry. Not sure if I like that. Isger, sorceress. Spellcasters that deal damage with combat spells. We don't have any sorcerers, okay? Isger's aid. Your wisdom never fails you. Erosian will be pleased to know that you're not squandering allies, whom they have taken such pains to attract. The battle sorcerers of Isger, hardened in the clashes with goblins, will serve you well. I won't detain you any longer, Commander. When matters of foreign or domestic politics once again require your attention, I will convene the diplomatic council. Alrighty. Oh, we're still not done. Commander, I'm glad to report that the reorganization of our army is practically complete. It's time for a counterattack. Kuramzadeh has used his magic to erect a citadel, Storm's Peak, to the south of Dresden to threaten us. We must destroy this fortress. But before we set out, I strongly advise that our officers are informed of the tactical approach we're going to follow on the battlefield from now on. Apart from good soldiers and generals, an army needs a doctrine that states how it intends to win future battles. Personally, I would support a cautious, balanced tactic of attrition based on a defensive style of warfare. A decisive cavalry charge is the best tactic I know. The demons are bloodthirsty, but they're not too eager to die for their cause. If we were to daze them with a powerful strike and shake their confidence, they would choose running for their lives over a selfless stand. We cannot change the fact that our warriors lack the demon's individual might, but our discipline and chain of command are superior. The best way to use it is to maintain a tight formation. We move the foot soldiers up front, withstand the enemy's blow, and perform a quick and crushing counterattack. That is how the Taldan phalanx won their battles, and that is how we will prevail as well. The mighty empire of Taldor once stretched from the Arcadian Ocean to the border of the Padishar Empire of Koch. Rodin himself was said to walk among the people of Taldor, and his religion, a shining beacon unto the world, radiated outward from Taldor's gilded capital of Apara. Taldor's ancient armies of exploration established footholds for the empire throughout Golarion, and its mighty phalanxes marched for thousands of miles during the Shining Crusade to beat back the Whispering Tyrant. Now, Taldor is a stunned remnant of its former glory, having lost control of its daughter territories and is almost ignored by the powerful countries of today, which assume it will continue its slow decline for at least another century. I want to know more about Kuramzadeh's stronghold. Storm's Peak is a mountain fortress, built by the demon's unholy magic. Kuramzadeh shows the location for his base of operations wisely. Not only it is well protected, it also provides convenient attack routes that threaten Dresden. The most vicious battle beasts are bred in the depth of the fortress, which has dungeons so vast they could hold an almost infinite number of captives. Why can't we use multiple tactics at once? To train the troops to follow a new tactic, we must drill it into their heads, make them remember it better than their own names. If we try to teach our soldiers conflicting tactics, dissonance will inevitably ensue in the heat of battle. Alas, it is wiser to sacrifice a diversity of options in favor of uniformity of action. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Sealer, isn't it rash to rely on a cavalry charge? It's risky, but there are no cowards in our ranks, are there? Fighting demons is a dangerous business in general, but in my experience only a swift and daring cavalry attack can strike real fear into the heart of an enemy as reckless as demons. Regil, how does the Taldan phalanx fight? First, the tight infantry formation advances forward. It secures a foothold that threatens the enemy's position and awaits the inevitable attack. Upon meeting the first onslaught with a shield wall, the footmen dampen the momentum of the breakthrough. Then, at the officer's command, launch the counter-offensive. After a short charge that tramples everything that stands in their way, a gaping breach appears in the enemy ranks, and the offensive turns into a rout. I am not sure we can make full use of the practices of the Taldan military. Although the phalanx certainly shows outstanding results, Taldor's infantry trains in a fundamentally different way than our own. I'm afraid that blindly copying another nation's combat style won't yield us the benefits we seek. Captain Odin, can you win battles by staying on the offensive? History knows of virtually no prominent generals who disregarded defensive combat doctrine. There are times when letting the enemy break their teeth upon your army's formations is more advantageous than going on the offensive yourself. Perseverance oft times bests valor. Celia snort. You can't win a war by sitting on your hands, especially against an innumerable force of demons who keep pouring out of the abyss. We must strive for victory. Live for it, unless the only way will put an end to them. What do we have? All trainable cavalry gain the charge ability. Bonus to speed, 20% bonus to damage for 1 round. I'm not a big fan of that. Taldan phalanx. All trainable infantry units. Oh, defensive formation. All units gain the tough feat. Unit has +2 bonus to saving throws against disease and poison. So that's active ability stuff. I'm not a biggest fan of that. It's only effective for 1 round. So we're going with defensive formation. Combat exercises will begin shortly. Defensive formation will reduce our losses and preserve our troops' strength for the battles to come. Well, I believe the military council has reached a decision on all the necessary reforms. All that's left is to put our army to the test. The siege of Storm's Peak. This battle will show us the worth of all the work we've done. Captain Odan's voice quivers nervously on the last words, and for an instant his mask of composure cracks. Seeing you take notice, he shoots you a look of warning that says, "Not now." Storm's Peak. Okay, so we're done here. We can... Let's just see, do we have any new dialogue options? What can you tell me about your fellow Hell Knights visit? Usual formality. Representative of orders traditionally visit newly appointed commanders of Crusader armies. But you are probably wondering something else. Whether you are being followed. Of course you are. The Hell Knights are the backbone of Order on Golarion, and thus we are responsible for watching all significant movements and figures across the world. You are one such figure. I appreciate your honesty. Your words are unexpected. Thank you. Thank you for speaking with me. Anivia, nothing new. Irabeth, no. And ciao. What else do we have here?
Our path leads on.
Constitution damage. Ability score. Restored by resting. Yeah, we need to rest. Good hope. Spell instills powerful hope in the subject. What? Okay. Oh, we need to rest anyway.
By the way, did you know that the amount of money in an individual's possession is directly proportional to the number of secrets that individual is hiding?
A most intriguing observation. I say, let's try to guess the secrets my cousin Galfrey is hiding.
I will guide us.
Okay, so we're going for the dragon now, so we need him. Who I'm going to put out of the squadron. Let's say goodbye to her. What's that? Wait for the result. Ah, well, not now. Where's this fortress now? That we need to deal with. Where's the south? Oh, that's an enemy army, okay. Where did it come from? Inabres. Winter Sun? Find the missing Crusaders. Where's the enemy fortress now? Heart of Mystery? Well, that's odd. Ivory Sanctum. Grimwood West, there's so much to do. Damn it. You know what? Thinking of... We need to get to Grimwood, yeah, but... We could go this path. Make sure we go to Pitfall and Broken Cart. And then we're going for Grimwood. So we have this northern route finally dealt with. Light Cavalry, Raiders, I don't really care about that. Magi. Or Magi. Recruit. There we go. Crusader Army, Treason Home. That's the enemy, isn't it? What are they? Sorceress. See. Go south, please. Angel's Might. Yeah, we need to say hello the rest of our squads. Perfect. More Hell Knights. Blah. No, that was a mistake. That's solution. And you also join our squad. Perfect. Rangers. We can't go south here. Will they come in this way? Stone mace, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's a serious problem. Now go there, please. You're needed. Beggars Canyon. Okay. Can't recruit anything else right now, right? And we don't need raiders or light cavalry. Though it's never bad to have any. Let's get them here. They're just going to join our third army. There we go. Angel's Might. Where should we go? Let's destroy these demons here. So he has battle axe and hand axe, okay. Interesting, would you look at this? There's this angelic symbol with the wings. That's beautifully done, and there's our symbol. Wow, this game's just well made. Improved angelic halo. Oh, would you look at that? Summoning spirit paladins. Oh, we never used that. Improved sword of heaven. Improved angelic halo. Wings. What? You gain a pair of wings. Oh. What the okay. I don't mind. Hello there. Nice. Okay, we're going to get angel wings. Why not? This game's just beautiful. Okay, amplifier resistance. No, we're going north here. Hello. Yes. Big ones. Omoxis. Do they have ranged attacks? Nalfishni. I like the design of this. Just some demonic creatures. Maryliths. Scorching ray. Burning liquid. 2 to 8. 1 to 3. Okay. Okay, so that's terrible, but at least she only did 10 damage. Why can't I do any damage to her? That's problematic. multiple attacks. Sure, why not? What the heck? Turncoat Demoness. The enemy that the Crusaders ran into is not an ordinary horde of howling cultists and lesser demons, but a unit of deadly monsters skilled in battle. In the bitter combat that followed, Crusaders discovered how dangerous an enemy can be. Now, holed up in the soldiers' tents at night, they only talk of one thing: what new tricks to deploy in order to destroy really powerful demons. There's a problem. This way is too long. Yeah, we're going north. Let's go defeat them. Oh no, he's going back. Okay, never mind what I just did. Dresden Defenders. At this rate, they're going to meet us at Stone Maze. Okay, that's not a problem. We can do nothing here, okay. No relics. No nothing. Will be augmented. Okay.